United States not a part of the tournament last time. We are back. From just from a standpoint of American interest and American soccer fans watching this thing with someone to root for, how important is it that the U.S. is in the tournament?
It's huge. Look, I think that this U.S. team in particular is going to make a lot of people proud, excited, curious, and ultimately, like I said, really I go back to proud of this team and the way that they're going about it. Now, look, this is a young, relatively inexperienced team, but we got some depth. And it's almost as if we took a step back in order to go 2 steps forward. And there was a real, come to Jesus type of moment for the United States soccer community and in particular the U.S. men's national team. And they came back and they've come back stronger. Like I said, this is a team that has a chip on their shoulder to a certain extent. This is a team that I think has a beautiful arrogance. And yeah, this is a team with some swagger for some young players. And so I think that's going to excite an American public that we all know during a World Cup, people come in, and in particular, this World Cup happening in November and December in Qatar. I just think it provides a lot of opportunities and windows to expose this new generation of American soccer talent that's playing all over the world in some of the best teams and leagues in the world. And then obviously the domestic talent that we have here playing in Major League Soccer.
Talk about the opportunities that the time of year and also the location present for the tournament, Alexi.
So for the first time, this is a World Cup happening, like I said, in November and December. Normally, traditionally, obviously, it happens in the World Cup, whether it's a men's or a women's World Cup. So this offers some challenges, but it also some opportunities. That a lot of the leagues around the world are going to stop playing to accommodate this World Cup. You're not going to get a long lead-in. Basically a week to train to get ready for that World Cup coming together in Qatar. But from a practical perspective, for example, us over at Fox, we have a lot of stuff going on in the fall, not the least of which is NFL. And so there's opportunities for cross promotions and incredible marketing, and just a really exciting fall where you can get up in the morning and start your day off with incredible World Cup soccer. You can go right into NFL and other sports, college football that we have, all those different things that we have. We also have an opportunity on Black Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, where it's wide open and the possibility of not the possibility, there's going to be a U.S.-England game in the group stage. Wow. And that has the possibility to be the most watched soccer in American television history, soccer game in American television history. So we're really excited about all those different things. And look, normally it happens in the summer where a lot of people are on vacation, but the kids are out of school too. So I think there's going to be a lot of people that are in school, in classrooms, when it's not happening during that Thanksgiving week, kind of sneaking their iPads and their iPhones down. And who knows, maybe, hopefully, that there's a real push from the teachers out there to take a little break, especially when the U.S. is playing, so that everybody can watch and cheer on the good guys.
Yeah, a lot more stuff to do in the summer than there is to do in many places in November. So that's a great point. Alexi, you talked about taking a step back to take 2 steps forward. I think a lot of American fans, especially the casual ones, that have wondered, when is it that we're going to not just make the World Cup, but also we are going to be in contention to win a World Cup? Are we there yet? Are we close to that point? Where are we as far as actually making a deep run in the tournament?
So look, I'm not putting my money on the U.S. men's national team winning a World Cup. I'll put your money. And look, it is still a long shot, but anything that can happen. I think the interesting thing when it comes to this team is, I mentioned the places that they are playing. So you got Christian Pulisic playing at Chelsea. You got Weston McKennie playing at Juventus. You got, a guy like Matt Turner, who was just with the New England Revolution in Major League Soccer, now has gone over to Arsenal. And the list goes on and on and on. The real interesting thing is, when Greg Berhalter, the head coach of the national team, now comes out with his roster, there is debate and criticism and argument in a good way back and forth about why isn't this guy here? Why isn't this guy here? Yeah. And when he comes out with his 11, it's unlike anything that I've ever seen. And that's a good thing. These are to a certain extent champagne problems that we have right now with all of this depth. And that for me is really, really exciting. Now, you got to live up to the hype. And I think a lot of these players look at that opportunity and on their watch, they don't want to have happen what happened 4 years ago. Yeah. It was in my estimation, the biggest failure in American soccer history was not qualifying for the 2018 Men's World Cup. We can't afford to waste those opportunities. So I think this group feels a responsibility to set it right. Got to get out of the group first, then anything can happen.